Hello everyone. Today our topic is how to create a data frame with an array column. So generally we'll create the data frame by using different methods like list of tuple, list of list of dictionary. So these three we generally use, but today we'll discuss about how to create data frame with an array column. So I already made different videos on how to create a data frame, like what one video I made on how to create a data frame using different methods. And I created individual videos on how to create a list of tuple, list of list, and a list of dictionary. So this is fourth video like how, on this topic, like how to create using array column. So first we'll see what is array. So array function is used to create new column of an array type by combining two columns. So all input columns must have the same data type. So that means we had to use two columns to combine the to create the new column for array type. So the columns can be of same data type, means either it can be integer type, both columns should have with integer type, or string type, or boolean type. Okay, so next one is all elements of an array type should have the same type of elements. So that means if you see here, suppose this is a list of elements. So in this, all are string type. So either it should be all elements should be string type, or all elements should be integer type, or all elements should be boolean type. So mixed type, it is not allowed. Suppose here list of elements is there, here string is there, strings elements are strings, and within this either integer or booleans. So other data types are not allowed. So next, when we work with the JSON data, it is very common to get array type columns. So mainly whenever our source data, uh, whenever comes JSON data, so if you see JSON data, it will be having with the nested JSON files. So in that maximum, we'll see these array type columns. So first we'll see how to create array column using Python list. So Python list, or we can say Python list of tuple. So Python list of tuple. So what it means? So this is my data. That means this many rows I'm passing here, these 8 rows. And schema is, these the column names, ID, name, and skills. So by using spark.create data frame, I'm creating the data frame. And here I'm passing the data. So this is my data. And this is my schema. So you can say schema are columns. These are all the columns. So these things I'm passing here. And two things I'm doing here. Either we can do display method or show method. And here I'm printing schema. And one more thing, I'm printing the number of rows in this particular data frame. So number of rows df.count is, that is 8. And you can see the schema here. This is a ID column. We are getting as long type. And this is a name column. So that is a string type. And this is skills, column name is skills, and that is array type. So how we can say array type? So if you see at the starting and ending, that is square bracket. So that will call as array, and element is a string. So element is a string, means whatever elements within this array. So these are all string type. So you can see all the rows inside that it has string type, and only one row we have with null and one row we have with empty list. And if you see the data, so here this is integer column, this is a string type, and here I'm passing list of elements, list of string elements I'm passing here. Okay, so this is about data set, how to create the data frame with array type column. Okay, so generally we'll create like integer, string, Boolean type, double. Okay, so this kind of types we will generally create. So this is mainly for creating the array type column. And same thing you can see here. So this is skills. Main skills is array and element is string. Okay, so next we can when you pass a Python list, so that is this one. This one means this one. So these are all list of elements. So those things as a column value, to Spark dot create data frame. So Spark automatically infers the column type as array type, string type, if you do not specify the schema. So here, and if you observe here, I given manual only columns I mentioned here. So I'm not mentioned data types here. So schema I'm not defined here. So, but how it is recognizing this is as array type and inside that element is string type. So Spark, it is good enough to detect, automatically infer the schema of column type. So how it is recognizing these things as integer column and these things as the string column. So similar way it is recognizing. So this as array of string. So how it is recognizing, starting and ending we have square bracket and inside that we have string elements. So it recognizing as array of element. So if you want to define the schema, so you have to define like this. So first one is array type. So that is starting and ending square bracket, that is array type. And inside that we have all strings. So array of string type. So next one is this is because Spark's data frame API can infer complex types like arrays and structs from native Python objects such as list and tuples. So Spark automatically can able to detect all these list object means Python objects called tuple, list, and a dictionary and this kind of array struct. So all these kind of things Spark automatically can infer that data type. So next one is array column using array function. So for this, what I'm doing, so we have array function, so that I'm importing from PySpark.sql.functions, import array call function. So here what I'm doing, here I'm creating one more sample data frame. So if you see here, data I have, so here I'm passing total 9 rows here. If you can see 9 tuples are there. So each tuple will consider as one row. And if you observe in this, this is integer value, this is string, and here this is a list of string elements. And similar way, you can see here spark.create data frame. So this data we are passing here and columns we are passing here. So first one is ID, this is first name, this is last name, and this is subjects. So if I create this one, so this is the data frame, it will generate. See here. So whatever I passed list of string elements, it automatically, so means same thing, it is coming. And if you observe the data type here, see array of string. Data type is array of string. So array means starting and ending, that is square bracket, that is array. So inside are string elements. So same thing you can check here also. So subjects, that is this column name is array and element is string type. So next, what I'm doing here is create array from multiple columns. So here what I did, just simply I created one data frame, sample data frame. So on top of that, what I'm doing, see here for creating array type of column, I passed input as the array type of elements. In case if I want to generate the array type of column based on existing data frame columns, that time we'll use this array function. So this same array function I imported here. So from PySpark.sql.functions import array. So this array function, what I'm doing, this is my sample data frame, that is df.array dot with column. So I'm adding one column for this data frame, that is subject underscore array, this one. And how I'm creating is I'm passing the array function here. So initially what we saw about the array function, thumb rules, like array function will create from existing any two data frames, two columns. So those columns should have same data type. And if you see here, one is all input columns. That means those two columns must have same data type. So we have these two, whatever I defined here, first name, last name, this one and this one. So both are string type. That is one condition. And one more condition is all elements of array type should have the same type of elements. So that means first column is first name. And in first name, if you see, all the elements are string type, and here also all the elements are string type. So now what will happen in subject underscore array, it will create the array element based on these two columns. So how it will match from this first row, this is first name, last name. So Ravi, comma, Kumar. Okay, so array will create like this, array of these two columns. So it will create in starting and ending with square brackets. So inside Ravi, Kumar. And here Anita, Anand. See here, square bracket, Anita, Anand. Next, Sendil, Kumar. So here, array of string elements, Sendil, Kumar. So next, Rakesh, Kumar. See here, Rakesh, Kumar. So here, Lokesh, Royal, and Saurabh, Saxena, and Satya, Kumar, and Ganesh Sabar, and Harish Kumar. And you can check the data type. So array of string. So same thing you can check here, subject underscore array, that is array type, and element is string type. So next one is array of structs. So here what I'm doing, here I'm importing from PySpark.sql, I'm importing row. So here I'm creating the data frame based on row method. So in row method, how we can create is, so this is I define data variable, and inside that list of tuples. So each tuple I'm creating by using row method. So first one is the one column value. So that is a string. And if you see the column names, that is order ID. So first one, this is the order ID, one column, and one more column is items. And if you see items, this I defined in again one more list of elements. So in this list of elements, I am using row method. And if you see here, row first is row, and inside that item ID. So that is column name, and this is the value, and this is the column name price 500, quantity column name 1. Okay, so like this, I passed this is one value, and this is one value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values I'm passing here. And after Spark dot create data frame, if you display that, so the order ID, we have this string values. So that we are getting here, ORD 0012345. So next is items. So this column, if you see first one, so we have 3 rows. So that is item ID I1, I2, I3. If you see here, so this is our second column, and you can expand and see also. So here, what is happening after since it is row, first one is list. So list of element. So inside list. So here first list is the square bracket. So that is array. If you see the data type, first is array. And inside that, so it is starting with the floor bracket and ending with floor bracket. So from here to here, one element, list of element. So this is one element, and from here to here, one element, and here to here, one element. So why? Because here we are passing three row items here. So these three row items, that means each row, it generating as one struct type. So struct type means whatever inside floor bracket. So this is one row, this is one row, this is one row. So and if you observe for each row inside, there will be three items. Okay, so one, two, three. So here one, here two, here three. And similar way, here one, here two, here three. And here one, here two, here three. Okay, so what we are getting here is, if you see the data type, so first one is array, and as I told inside, whatever struct is there, that is the struct type. So that's why we're getting here struct. And inside struct, what is our column name? This one, item ID. So that we are getting here item ID. And what is the data type for that? String. So this is string. And one more, what we have, price and quantity. And if you see here, price, so price big int and quantity big int. Okay, so similar way it applies to all the struct items. So that's how it will create array type column. And if you see here, items is array. So that means since we have starting and ending is square bracket, that is array. And inside that, each element is struct. So each element is struct means, so from here to here, one row, from here to here, one row, here to here, one row. Row means struct. So each struct item. And inside struct, so this is the schema. So we have three columns, item ID, price, quantity, and their relevant data types. Okay, so this is how creating the data frame using array of struct items. So next is using explicit schema. So here what I'm doing, this is my data. And if you see the data, so this is one string item, that is column. So what is this column? Usually we'll write columns so separately as list of elements. But here, since I mentioned explicit schema, that means I'm defining the schema manually. So this particular item, schema equal to struct type. So inside struct type, multiple struct fields. So in this, first struct field is this one. So that is this one. So what is this one? This one means this whole column, means whole column. So this one, the column name is employee underscore ID, and the data type is string type. Data type is string type. And similar way, next struct field is, this is employee name. This whole column is this one. The column name is employee name, and data type is string type. So next is struct field experience. So the column name is experience. Sorry, this one column name is experience. And if you see integer type, so we have all integer values. And at the same time, struct field destination, column name is a destination, this one designation, this one, and data type is string type. See, all string type. So next one is struct field, and column name is skills. Column name is skills, that is this one. And this is, as we discussed initial, the list of elements, or you can say array. So for array, how we can define explicit schema is starting and ending is square bracket, that is array. So array type, and inside this array, we have multiple string items. That means all are string items. So that's why. So even though this list of elements means this can be any number, maybe 2, 5, 10, 15, like that. But still, what it consider is, as per our basic rule, inside list there should be single data type, either string or integer or boolean or double. Okay, so based on that array type and inside that string type. So no need to mention all the thing, only one is enough. Why? Because it allows any one data type. And if you see, this is first one, and all the remaining all should follow same thing, the list of string type. So in between, it won't allow. This is string and here integer, here boolean, here double. So it won't allow. So if you start here list of strings, so entire column should follow the same thing. So this is the data frame creating by using explicit schema. And you can explain this array. And for each element, it is designated with index 0, 1, 2. And if you see the data type array, so array means starting and ending with square bracket, that is array. And inside that, those are all string elements. So array of string. So next one is creating array column from JSON. So here what I'm doing, I'm reading one JSON file. So I have one nested JSON file in this particular location. So in this location, I have this file nested underscore array dot JSON. So this I am reading here. So spark dot read in options, what we need to do is whenever you read JSON file, and if that particular JSON file, it has multiple lines, then you need to pass multi-line. So here multi-line and true. So otherwise it won't come correctly. So dot JSON. So how we can read normally files in Databricks, spark dot read dot option, and for JSON files we are using multi-line dot true. Since it is JSON, we are writing JSON. If it is CSV, CSV. If it is Parquet, Parquet. And if it is Avro, here Avro. So same file, we'll see if I don't mention this multi-line equal to true, we'll see the result, what will happen. So I'm running first time, it will take a couple of seconds. Okay, it taking some time. Okay, yeah. So you will get like this. If you don't pass this multi-line equal to true, you will get like this, corrupted records. So corrupted records, nulls, and you will get like this, package ID, sales. Okay, so package ID is this one. So you can see here, software package ID, and you can see sales. Okay, so finally you will get like this corrupted record. So always recommended to use this function option as multi-line equal to true. Okay, so this one and explicit schema we discussed, and array type column array function. Okay, this is manual, and the same thing we discussed about explicit scheme also. Okay, so I try to cover almost all the scenarios in this video on how to create a data frame using array type column. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.